Babble Babble, where we are going to talk about something so simple.
Yeah, so complicated. And I guess our topic today is very complicated.
Yes, I don't even think it's simple in the slightest.
That as well. That's so true on its own. But yeah,
it's very controversial.
it just depends on the person that you ask. It depends on the different people's views.
Yes, but it's a topic where it doesn't matter what your opinion is. There is always going to be someone who is going to be offended and who is going to have a different point of view, and who will not agree with yours.
Well, actually, all topics do have those kinds of people because no person thinks the same.
Yes.
We all know that, but still, in this particular one, yes, that is true. First of all, I do want to say this. I know you might agree with me. We don't want to offend anyone. We don't want to, to make you feel bad or make you feel anyway. We're just voicing out our opinion on this matter.
Yes.
I think we both agree on this one.
Yes.
We just want to give our point of view.
Yes.
Oh, I guess they're curious enough. Maybe.
Yes, so today's topic is body positivity.
Yes, and body positivity for me should not be just for bigger people, but should be as well for smaller people. Let me put it that way.
Yes. And for people who
basically just don't like their body.
Yes.
But you should like it. I mean, yes. Okay, let me put it this way. What I think is, if you're healthy and you like the way you look, you should not be offended by anyone.
Yes.
You should be you should be yourself.
Yes, of course. And I agree 100% with that. As a person which has been a kind of on both sides. I mean, growing up until the age of 12, I was very fit, very slim. I was training, and yeah, my body was very healthy and fit.
It's not that it's not healthy right now.
Yes, I mean, healthy is...
Well, I mean, you not that way, but still it's healthy in the healthy looking way.
You can say that, although my lifestyle isn't healthy at all.
Well, it's not about a lifestyle. It's about how you do it. Do you enjoy the things you do? And how
Yes.
Do you like your body?
In general, yes. But of course, there are some things that I would like to change.
But you're okay with sticking this way, and you're not going to be...
Yes, but with me, in the state that I am in, with the conditions that I have, even if I eat healthy, even if I work out, my body won't change, and that's why I have come to terms with it. Yeah, and I have accepted what I look like. I like it. Still, again, there are things that I would like to change, but they are minimal. And even if my body never changes, I am okay with that.
And that is one of the things that should be positive. You accept. Well, if you want to change your body, you can always try and change it to the point where you like yourself. But it doesn't mean that you should change yourself because of society's opinion. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I mean, you can look however you want, like body-wise, and this should not affect other people.
Yes, because as we know, uh, one person might not. I mean, if you don't like the way someone looks, it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to look like that. And this goes both for men and women.
It doesn't matter. The body positivity part, the body change, the accepting, it does not affect any gender, like at all.
Yes.
And it's just based on different people and their desire to do things. You said that some people want, no matter how much they try to change, and that's true. Some people from the, let me put it, bigger side, have tried, I have seen this, have tried to change their bodies, but it just doesn't work. It just doesn't get to the mindset that they were, let me put it this way, influenced that they should look like.
Yeah.
And when someone reaches the point of like accepting the way they look and liking the way they are, this is something good. This is something, it opens up other doors, let's put it this way. I don't think that the body should define the person.
Yes, I agree. Still, there is one point of view that I would like to share with you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the body positive, the body positive community, a lot of the people there are very defensive of the way they look, because they just don't want to be consistent in trying to be healthy, because as we know, everything has its exceptions, and if someone is, let's say, bigger, it could take him up to, let's say, 2 or 3 years, but in these 2 or 3 years he has to be consistent in working out and eating healthy, and eventually he might get to a point, if he doesn't like the way he looks, if you want to change your body,
Yes, actually.
you have to be consistent. But if you like the way you look, then it's like you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to defend the way that you look, because someone else commented on it. And I guess that's kind of the bad side of things, is that you can say, oh, but I like the way I look, I don't want to change my body. But if someone comes up to you and tells you, why don't you change your body, and you become so defensive, and you're like,
it actually depends
attacking
on
the person.
It depends on the way you perceive things, how you've been treated, how you have thought of things, how they came up to you, the tone of the voice and everything, how they said it. Me personally, I used to be so slim, like so slim, but I gained weight. I tried to change my body, not because I didn't like myself, but because of health reasons.
Yeah.
And I changed it. Then I gained weight again, and now I like myself, and I don't care what people say. There are people that come up to you and say, you should lose weight, you look like this and this, and it's just the tone of the voice, because you see the negative side.
Yeah.
And this is why you become defensive. I do understand that at some point, but if it's just for like a normal person that gives you like a suggestion, because, well, being on the bigger side, let me put it this way, you can love yourself, but it's not always good for your health and for
Yes.
your heart.
Yes.
I mean, being bigger and being healthy are two different things.
Yes.
And there should not, my opinion, there should not be any hatred. I mean, we do live in a world where everything is different. Each and every person is different, not just body-wise, not just like physical appearances, but also mentality. Each person has different mentality, has different opinions. Yes, each one of them is entitled to their own opinion, to being defensive or not defensive, but still, I think that if you like yourself, those kinds of comments, those kinds of words that you receive should not affect you.
Yes, my point exactly, because as I said, I have been on both sides because of my condition. There was a time where I was bigger than I am right now, and that's the time where I got bullied a lot for my weight. And there was a point in which I too was very defensive, and that's why right now seeing that, knowing that
How
it's
you
not,
have felt?
knowing that it's not entirely up to me to change the way I look. There are other circumstances which prevent it from happening. Right now, I wouldn't react the way I reacted back then. As I said, I became very defensive. I was trying to explain to everyone that I didn't want to look like that. I've cried many nights about this until I just hit a breaking point.
And you just accept yourself.
Yes, and for me at least, it was like part of an experiment, because there was a time I was eating healthy. I went to the gym every day and in 1 month I managed to lose 5 kilograms.
In 1 month?
In 1 month, yeah. After that, my blood work was okay, and so I stopped taking the medication that I had to take, and with in the span of 1 week, I think it was, or 2 weeks maybe, I lost 10 kilograms more. After that, I continued going to the gym every day, eating healthy, but I had to start taking my medication again because my blood work was messed up. And without changing anything, without changing my diet, without changing the exercise, the amount of exercise I was doing, these 10 kilograms, I gained them back the moment I started taking my medication again. And that's kind of the point where I hit realization that it really isn't entirely up to me to change my body, and I knew that I had to be healthy enough to get rid of my condition. And when I was entirely healthy with minimal work, I might be able to get to the point where I was before I got that condition.
For you and for many more people, I assume it is like that. But for some people, it's not. Like some people, there are people that are healthy, like they don't have like something that prevents them from losing weight.
Yeah.
Like health reason why. Like you with your medication. Some people are just like, this is one of the things that always plays part, the genes.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you try, no matter how much you do, no matter if you like follow a diet or a healthy meal lifestyle, or you just train, you cannot always lose weight. But that doesn't mean that
You have to feel guilty about it.
Yes, and it's not just guilty about it. It doesn't mean that you have to feel bad about it.
Yes, and it doesn't mean that you don't have to love yourself.
Loving yourself is the key to being yourself.
Yes.
To being the best version of you, no matter how you look.
Yes, of course. If you love yourself, nothing is going to bring you down. Nothing is going to make you feel some kind of bad feelings about yourself. It won't matter what someone says to you. It won't matter even.
Nothing,
it's just
nothing
will matter. Yeah.
I mean, but this is the thing, that there are some people that only believe in what the major part of society tells them to believe.
Yeah.
And this is why sometimes it reflects back bad on other people. But how you look should not be the main point of who you are as a person. I mean, yes, I am big, I love myself, I don't care what anyone says, they can say whatever they want, I'm just pay no attention. But there are some people, let's say, I have seen that some people get bullied, let's call it like this, for being too thin.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I do understand that some people do have this condition of being way too slim. But once again, as long as this person is healthy, society should not impose their views, their opinions on this person. I mean, your body is a temple. If you keep it healthy, is good.
Yes.
And this is something that is really hard to be understood by some people, and it's
Yes, and again, it's part of the genes, because I've had friends who were very slim. They were very slim, but they were healthy, and no matter the amount of food they were eating, no matter what they did, they couldn't gain weight. Yeah, they were always in this slim state, and I've had one friend that felt bad about it, but
why would you feel bad about it? I mean, these are your genes. This is you. The fact that you can eat as much as you want and cannot gain weight does not make you, how do I put it, does not make you a bad person, does not make you a villain.
Yeah.
Let's say like this. It's just that these are your genes. This is you. I mean, whether you're slim or fat or big or normal, but after all, what is normal? For different people, normal is what they perceive. Normal is what they think. Normal is what they see.
Yes, I guess that we could say that for most people, normal is what is constantly being shown, like models, the actors in the movies, in the TV series. The thing that is being portrayed in a good light is what is being perceived as normal and how everybody should look like.
But this is what like TV and cinema and shows and basically social media shows.
Yes.
That's more than half the time is now reality.
Yes, because especially in social media, the easiest thing to do is to alter the image that you are posting.
Oh,
so
come on, Photoshop, like frames, and like editing photos is easy. Well, it's not easy,
Yeah.
but it makes you look the way that you think society will be attracted to.
Yes,
Look.
and when I was little and I was bigger than I am now, I first of all got bullied, second of all hardly made any friends, and
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, but the friends part is not because of the way, because me, I have been big for quite a while now. I have been bullied a lot, and still I have managed to make friends, good
Yes.
friends. But it's not just about the weight, and it's not just about different people's opinions and different ways that they perceive you, that they see you. It's also for the fact if you accept yourself and if you like yourself, because the moment you start like liking yourself, you're going to, as I mentioned before, a lot of doors, a lot of basically just different paths are going to open up.
Yeah.
Because you are one step closer to accepting yourself, and the closer you get to accepting and loving the way you look, it's going to give you your it's just going to attract
Yeah.
the positive vibes, good vibes, and it should not be like hatred.
Yes. Well, actually, I have never hated myself, and that's why
No,
probably
I don't mean hatred
there
as
was.
in you hating yourself, sorry to interrupt, but I mean hatred coming from other people.
Ah.
Because what you give out, the universe will give you. And I think you have noticed this, I'm not sure if you will agree, but what I have seen is that the moments you hate yourself, because I have hated myself, and I have noticed more and more hatred coming towards me. But the moment I started to change my perception of me, and I started liking and loving, and liking step by step, and get to the point of loving myself, I did not see the negative side. I saw it, I just didn't pay any attention to it. But I noticed more and more acceptance, more and more loving, more and more liking, more and more just being yourself. And yes, one of the things is we growing up does influence our brains, and I don't know, but I do still believe that the more you like yourself, the more positive energy you're going to
Yes,
to
but
attract.
that's what I mean, that I have never had negative emotions about myself. I never thought that I have never seen myself as in a negative light. And so maybe my character wasn't appealing to others. Maybe that's why I didn't have that many friends until I changed myself. I was talking very loudly. People might have not liked that. I don't even know why I think I didn't have friends because of the way I looked. I said that right. Yeah.
Kind of.
That was stupid. That was stupid. But yeah, I've always loved myself. No matter what I look, no matter how I changed, I've always loved myself. But I have received different
opinions. But you
Yeah.
always get different opinions. I mean, no matter how you look, no matter how you look,
Yes.
you'll always get different opinion. Different people are going to, their normal, they're going to try and impose their normal onto you, which is something that I think right now a lot of people are fighting to change.
Yeah.
Some with some the peaceful way, some with teeth and claw marks, with teeth and claws, but this is something that we're stepping towards, and this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, to change, try and change society's opinion that not what you see on social media, on cinema, on TV, on shows, this is not 100% real. And more people start to realize it, and more people start being positive, not just about their body looks, but their even mental health, if you want. More and more people are starting to vocalize their mental health, to share their experience, to get help and go and try and get to the okay side, that the normal side that they think that should be. And it's not just about body positivity.
Yes, it's about everything in life, and that's why I think that, for me at least, my personal opinion is that the root of the problem is the fact that not everyone knows that different people will have different opinions. And there are people who think that their opinion is the right one, and if they see someone with a different opinion, they're going to attack him and tell him how wrong he is, and this is kind of I think the negative side of things, because it's not, it's as you said, it's not just body positive. We have to be positive people, and a positive person for me accepts different opinions, accepts everyone, and it's a person who will never try and attack someone because from his point of view he sees the other person's point of view as wrong. I mean, unless it's an argument about facts and you are 100% sure the other person is wrong, then okay. But if it's on a subject that is based not on facts. I mean, it's something. I forgot the word.
Well, it's like, it's not based on science.
Yes,
but
yes.
Basically, you just said it. I'm sorry, but you just said it. It's not based on facts. If something is not based on facts, other people should not impose their opinion on others, and they should not, because different people have different opinions, different people have different issues, different people have different problems. If one person's problem is
laziness,
let's say laziness, as we've mentioned, we
Yes.
both are kind of lazy, but that's yeah, that's normal, something very normal. I mean, it's not like, yeah, but one person's laziness is a problem. The other person, is like hypered up and pushes that person and tells him, "You're lazy. You're like." It goes to the negative side.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything good. It's
Yes.
just going to escalate things, and the lazy person is going to be lazier and angry and defensive, while the hypered up person is going to just be the same.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that always bothered me, that not everyone sees the things from the other point of view,
Yes.
from the other person's point of view.
Yes, because everything has multiple points of view.
That's true.
And even in an argument, the truth is somewhere in the middle. And on these kinds of topics, you can say that there isn't something that is entirely right, and just
As there isn't something that is entirely wrong.
wrong, yeah.
There's not just black and white.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but this is why we have yin and yang. And just because something does seem like black, it might not be black. It might be purple.
Yeah.
It might be blue. If something is white, it should not be like white. There is always exceptions, and there's always different people's truth, different people's opinions, but what I believe is that we should strive to make other people realize that other people might have a different point of view
Yes.
from yours, a different feeling from yours, and a different view, different, and we should try and
understand it.
Yeah, because understanding one another is the key to everything.
Yes, and if let's say the person that you are talking to, you don't like his point of view, you don't have to strive to
make them
see your point of view. You can just end the conversation, and if you can if you really don't like the way this person thinks, you just end the conversation and go away. You don't have to
impose your
opinion. Yeah, you don't have to force him to change his opinion, because that is his own opinion and he's entitled to it, just how you are entitled to your opinion.
This is why we're different people. This is why we're not the same. No person, no matter how many like similarities there are between two people, no person is the same as the other. This is why in such arguments it's not important to like shut up and walk away. You can just hear out the other person and maybe try and see it from their point of view, and you can just, I'm not saying that you have to be like 100% accepting of their opinion, but you can try.
Yes.
And I know this is short, but I think we're
I think we can leave it at that for now.
Well,
because it is a very
big topic to talk about.
Yes.
We don't want to like impose our opinion on people.
Yes, and we don't want to offend anyone.
As we have mentioned in the beginning,
this is just our opinion, our point of view.
And we're going to talk about spiritual stuff as well. I guess this on maybe in the future. And this is one of the things of them, I guess, but we can include it there as well.
We could, I guess.
It's kind of, I guess.
I'm not that sure.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
But yeah, this is our opinion on body positivity,
we did kind of stray away from
body
positivity. Yeah, but I really do think that body positivity as a movement, I think for me is on more of the surface level of the problem. And to truly change something, you have to go to the root of the problem and work there.
But to reach the roots, you have to start like doing it layer by layer by layer. And this is, if we change this, and if we as a society try and change the perception of bodies, and that different bodies have their own different charm.
Yeah.
Because that's true. Each person's body have their own different charm and their own different positive side. It's a step. I think it might be a step to a greater future.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, it's a hard topic.
It is.
Not simple at all.
Yes.
As we've said, and
we really hope we haven't offended anyone.
This was just our point of view
Yes,
again.
and we just wanted to sit down, babble on this topic, even if we just scratched the surface.
Barely scratched the surface, but yeah, it's, well, as it was said, one good step for humans. Step by step we can change everything.
Yes.
And this is one way to start.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed it. As usual, our social media will be linked below as our last podcast. And
we'll see you babblers
next time. Bye.
Bye.